Finding differential equations of families of curves. By curves here, we mean plane curves. But when I say curves, we mean plane curves. First, let's recall what we mean by plane curves now, guys. So what do we mean by family of plane curves? So when you say family of plane curves, it is a set of two or more curves having the same or common properties. Okay, guys? So that's what we mean by family of plane curves. For instance, family of straight lines passing through the origin. So this is an example of a family of plane curves. Straight lines are considered curves also in analytic geometry or in math. Is that clear, guys? It is the simplest member in the family of algebraic curves. So what is that property common to these members in the family, guys? What do you think? What is that property or properties common to all the straight lines here in the family? Anyone? Guys? All the straight lines what? Do you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir. Rinig po.
All the straight lines pass through what? Through the origin, okay? So that's the common property. Family of circles centered at the origin and with radius four. So what are those properties common to these members of the family? So family of circles centered at the origin, meaning all the members or all the circles are what? Are having centers at the origin. Okay, guys? And aside from that, every circle here is what? Of radius what, guys? Um,
Radius of 4 po.
radius, let me change, no? Radius uh, not radius, and with centered at the origin and radius, let's say, less than 9. Okay? So as the radius is less than 9 and the center is at the origin, it is a member. Okay? So number 3, we have, let's say, family of um, let's say family of parabolas with vertex at 0, 0 and horizontal opening. Horizontal opening. So it means it opens either to the right or to the left as long as the vertex is at the origin. Okay, guys? So these are some examples of family of what? Straight, I mean, parabolas with vertex at 0, 0 and opening either to the left or to the right. As long as those are the properties, they belong to the same family. Okay, guys? Okay, guys? Is that clear?
Yes
Okay.
po, sir.
So what about finding the differential
Yes, sir.
equations? So to be able to find the differential equations of families of plane curves, you must be able to express this verbal description of the family in terms of general form, or I mean in terms of general equation. Remember our general solution? I mean in terms of general solution. Remember that, guys, for the general solution. So containing arbitrary constants depending on the description. But be careful, you must be able to express with a minimum number of arbitrary constants required, meaning those that you are going to use essentials only. Otherwise, you will be able to come up with wrong um, differential equations corresponding to the formulated general solutions. Is that clear, children? Okay, so let's have
Yes.
specific examples. Let's say we are asked of the following. Find the general solution, I mean, the differential equation of the family of curves. When I say family of curves, I mean plane curves. Ha? Find the differential equation of the family of curves described. Sketch some representative members. Sketch at least three. At least three representative members. Okay, guys. So number one, we have, let's say, family of straight lines passing through two, one. So this is the family described, no? So let us illustrate this family by sketching at least three representative members. So this is our y-axis. So this is the x-axis. Where is 2, 1? 1, 2. You just approximate the location. And then 1. Is that clear, guys? This is 3, 1, negative 1, positive 4, positive 2. So where's the point 2, 1? Here. So all those lines, as long as they pass here, except the vertical line, because we don't consider the vertical line since vertical line has undefined slope. Is that clear, children? So except the vertical line. So our members here, for instance, this line, okay, yeah, that is one member. Another member, sorry, another member. So that's the second one. Possible also to be horizontal because the slope of horizontal line is defined. And then the rest are inclined lines, no? Or slant lines. Okay? Is that clear, children? So these are just some of those members. Am I clear with this, guys? So that point
Yes, po, clear.
is, yeah, this is the illustration, no? These are just some of the members. Now, how do we express that mathematically? According to the description, the family mm, mm, of straight lines mm, um, have that family, so these straight lines all pass through the what? This, no? Now, what is the constant to every line but differing from line to line, guys? So there is what we call arbitrary constant, a constant um, in every line, but differ from line to line, guys. What do you think? The slope, right? So how do we write the general solution, guys? So general solution representing this family is given by y minus 1 equals m x minus 2. Am I right, guys? So how many arbitrary constants does it have? There is only one. So we are allowed to differentiate this once only. So if we differentiate, we get y. This is 0. What is the derivative of y? Y prime, no? This is 0 equals, what's the derivative of mx? That is m. We consider m arbitrary constant because it is constant in every line, no? But differing from line to line. Is that clear, guys? m2, 2m, negative 2m, the derivative is 0. So that is y prime. So we know already the m. The value of m is y prime. So substitute it to the general solution. Hence, we get y minus 1 equals, what is m? Y prime. X minus 2. So this is already the differential equation corresponding to the general solution, meaning we have to eliminate the arbitrary constant. Is that clear, guys? Alternatively, you can write this answer in the form of differential. So you can have it y minus 1 multiplied by dx minus x minus 2 multiplied by dy. Take note, y prime is derivative of y over with respect to x, no? Or dy over dx. And then when transposed on the left side, we get this negative of x minus 2 quantity dy equal to 0. Okay, guys? So you can have this as your final answer or this differential form. Okay, guys? That's it. Any question with that, children? Huh? Guys? Number 2. Family of, let's say, straight lines tangent to the circle of radius 4. So this is what we want for the family, no? It's still family of straight lines, but this time every member is tangent to the circle of radius 4. So the circle there is fixed, no? Guys. So I'm going to have this. Let me make it a straight line because circle is not that easy to sketch, no? If you have accurate scale, not accurate scaling, you will come up with a deformed circles. Okay. Yeah. So this is the the y-axis, the x-axis. So radius is 4. Let's assume that it's somewhere here, the 4. This is 4. And this is negative 4 here. And this one is negative 4, positive 4. Okay, guys? So let's have circle. Fixed, no? The circle is fixed. So this is what we want, guys. Yeah. Okay, guys? I think we need to make it. This is, let's say, 4. This is 4 here. Negative 4 here. And this is positive 4 here. Negative 4 here. Okay, guys? Yeah. So some of those that are members of this family, this one, no? Let's say tangent here at this point. So that is one member. Clear, guys? Yeah. Another possible member, I can have it here. Happens to be parallel to the first one. Also, at least 4 members. No? Yeah. Let's have this here. Clear, guys? Also, I can possibly have here. And then I can another have one here. These are just some of those possible members. As long as tangent to the circle, it is a member. Clear, guys? Point of tangency here, point of tangency somewhere here, point of tangency somewhere here for this line, here and here. No. So how are we going to convert that property, which is geometry, in terms of algebraic form? What do we mean by tangent to the circle of radius 4? What does it mean algebraically, guys? So that we can work on the general solution. What is the general solution? Representing that family. You must be able to convert that analytically or algebraically, that property. Guys, do you still remember the standard form of a straight line with a fixed distance from a certain point, guys? When you say tangent to this point, what do you notice? Every line has what? Relative to this origin. Has a distance what, guys? Relative to the origin. What's the distance? What do you think, guys?
4 po.
Everything is 4, no? Am I correct?
Yes po, sir.
So
Yes
that is
po.
their common property algebraically. The distance is what? Always 4,
Or
no? This is 4. Yeah. This is also 4, no? This is also 4, right? Yeah. So that what reminds you of that standard form of a straight line dealing with distance from a point, from the origin. Do you still remember, guys? Having a fixed distance from the origin, guys. So we have normal form. Remember normal form? X cosine, let's say alpha, beta, or you can have alpha or theta, plus y sine beta is equal to what? Is equal to p, where p is the distance of, let's assume p is greater than 0, and that is the distance from where? From the what? Origin, where beta here is this, no? This is the beta. Yan. Okay, one beta only, another beta. Now, beta here is fixed for every what? For every line, no? Beta is the inclination of what? Of the perpendicular distance from the origin going to the line. Is that clear, guys? So we say that the general solution therefore is x cosine beta plus y sine beta is equal to p. What is our p, guys? 4. Okay? That is fixed. So our beta here is what? Arbitrary constant. It's an arbitrary constant. It is fixed for every line because that is the inclination of the perpendicular distance, but varying from line to line. Okay? So that is arbitrary. The value moves, no? So how many arbitrary? Once only. So for the differential equation, we're going to differentiate how many times? Meaning we have to eliminate beta. There is only one arbitrary, so we're going to differentiate this once only. Oh, can anyone give me the derivative of the first term? What is the derivative of x cosine beta, guys? Anyone? Guys? Guys, anyone? Hello?
hello, sir.
Anyone?
Negative, ano sir? Negative x sine beta.
What's your answer, Iho?
Ano sir? Negative x sine beta po.
Remember, beta is constant, arbitrary. If beta is constant, what is cosine beta? Constant. Oh, what's the derivative of x? What's the derivative of x?
1 sir.
1 times the constant. Is that clear? Because beta is constant considered. So cosine beta is not varying. It is also constant. Okay? What about derivative of y? What's the derivative of y? Y prime times the constant. Because sine beta is also constant. Y beta is constant. Therefore, sine beta is also constant. Remember, beta is our arbitrary, equals 0. Solving for y prime, we get what? So no more what? I mean, this is already the derivative, but unfortunately, there is still arbitrary. So let's eliminate beta, no? From here, together with the general solution. So cosine beta negative now, and then divide that by what? By sine, no? Okay? Yan. And this is equal to what, guys? Negative tangent beta. Ay, is it negative tangent or cotangent? Cotangent, no? Yan. But how do we define cotangent? But cotangent, children, is what? A ratio. That is negative y prime over 1. Okay? I just multiply it, say, by negative, and then express cotangent in terms of ratio. So that from general solution, we can remove cosine beta and sine beta. How? From this cotangent beta, I can draw a triangle, right triangle, with the following parts. Okay? So what is our beta, guys? Guys, what is our beta? That is, guys, what? If this is our beta, what is cotangent? Adjacent over
Hypotenuse.
opposite.
Opposite.
Oh, how do we define sine theta here? I mean sine beta from this triangle. We have to solve for the hypotenuse, right? That is square ng y prime negative, quantity squared is y prime, quantity squared, no? No more negative. Plus the square of this, then take the square root, right? Oh, that is square root of what? 1 over opposite over hypotenuse. Am I right, children? Guys? What about cosine beta? How do we define cosine beta? Adjacent over, same, no? Square root of y prime quantity squared plus 1. Okay? What's um, the result when we substitute this to general solution? So from the general solution, we substitute what, guys? This. So x, what is cosine, guys? 1 over negative y prime over what? Square root of 1 minus y prime quantity squared plus 1. Okay? And then what about sine beta? Negative 1, 1 over square root of y prime quantity squared plus 1. and this is equal to 4. Oh, no more arbitrary. All we have to do is to simplify. Okay, guys? When we multiply this by negative 1 over square root of y prime quantity squared plus 1. So but the first term is positive, no? I want negative. So xy prime, okay guys? No more denominator plus negative y is equal to, guys, negative 4. Ah, our multiplier is not over, no? It should be square root to cancel the denominator. Negative square root of y prime quantity squared plus 1. What is the right side, guys? Negative 4 is square root of y prime quantity squared plus 1. Square each side. To simplify further, we get xy prime minus y is quantity squared equals 16. Then we have y prime quantity squared plus 1. Okay? Oh, this is it. Pwede naman to, pero mas maganda itong format na to. So this is the DE.
Ala, nag-leave si sir.
Uy, naka-record na ako. Naka-record.
Hello, nag-brown out. Nagbumalik na yung ilaw, nag-brown out. Sa inyo ba hindi nag-brown out?
Hindi
Guys?
po.
Sir.
Nagulat po kami kasi hindi kayo gumalaw.
Oo nga. Nag-brown out. O, let's continue. Ay, nako. Bakit ba ganito ang Philippines? Ayan. Wala. Okay na? Okay. I'll be recording at I think naputol siya. Na record uli natin. Continue pala naman recording, no? Na?
Yes po.
Okay. Buti na lang ganito pala, tuloy-tuloy. I'm back. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Bakit papatay-patay ang ilaw sa amin? Is it because of the typhoon yesterday? Ano pa rin? Recording pa rin? Okay. Oh, that's it ha. Oh, let's proceed to number 3 at baka mamatay na naman ang ilaw. Number 3, family of circles centered at the origin and with
Sir, excuse me po.
I not shared.
Nawala po yung share screen niya, sir.
Oo, okay. Sorry. What about that?
Ayan, sir. Okay na
Okay.
po.
Family of circles centered at the origin and with radius um, a family of circles centered at the origin and with radius no. With just this, no? Yan. Okay? Family of circles centered at the origin. So let's draw some representative members. Yan. Let's say this is my y-axis. And then we have this here. Let me make this 7 also. Okay, guys. Yan. Then we have y-axis, x-axis. So family of circles centered at the origin. So it means they differ in what, guys? They differ only in, guys?
X and Y po.
They differ in x and y. They differ in
Radius.
no? Or the radii, no? So I will copy the circle. I think I need to copy the circle. And we have already a circle here. Let's copy that. Okay, and here. Let's make it thicker. Shape, weight. Okay, that's I think enough. So this is one possible circle, right? Then I can make a smaller one, but it's still the same center, no? Okay, guys? I can have a bigger one. That's a bigger one. Still having the center there. So we are making like parang katol, no? Yan. Ang tawag dyan, guys, are what? Anong mga circle yan, guys? Anyone? Guys? Guys, these are just some of those members. Does anyone know what these circles are? Guys? Standard form of equation ng circle is x minus h, quantity squared plus what? Y minus k, quantity squared is equal to r squared. How many arbitrary do we have here? 3, h, k, and r. Okay? But we are going to reduce the number of arbitrary because there are specific properties or property. Circle centered at the origin. It means h is what, guys? 0, k 0. Am I right? What is my equation now? General solution. X squared plus what? Y squared is equal to r squared. How many arbitrary constants do we have, children? Just one, right? R here is an arbitrary constant. So how many times are we going to differentiate? Once only. So for the DE, differentiate once. So 2x plus 2y, y prime, right? What about the right side? 0. Do I still have arbitrary constant r? No. So that's it. All we have to do is to simplify this. Divide by 2 to get y, y prime. I will start with y, y prime. Huh? And then plus what? Plus x is equal to 0. This is it. That's it. So this is the DE. In differential form, since this is first order, DE, first degree, I can express this in differential form. Multiply by dx. So this is dy over dx. So we get x dx. I will start with dx. Plus y dy is equal to 0 as an alternative form. Okay, children? That's the DE corresponding to that. So this one or this. Okay, guys? What about number 4? Family of circles passing through um, 0, 0, meaning passing through the origin, and centered on the line y equals negative x. Okay? So look at the description. So I'm going to copy this, guys. And okay. So when I disappeared, it means there is a problem with the connectivity, you know, now. I do not know why our electricity is like that. So, anong changes, guys? Let us have some representative elements or curves, no? So, we have to draw the line y equals negative 1. Guys, do you know how it looks like, guys? Anyone? How does a line y equals -1, what negative x looks like, guys? Guys, nakalimutan na sa analytic, Jom. Naku, pag lalo na yung may mga board exam, you do not know what will be asked in the board exam. Math is always part, no? Yung mga CPE, okay lang. Yung mga ka-CPE ko, no? So, it is the line that passes through the origin and what? And the points of the form A negative B, no? Or, I mean, yeah, A negative B form, no? Pero, ano siya? Actually, A negative A ang format. Kung ang X ay A, yung Y negative A. Dadaan siya where, guys? Sa middle ng what? Ng X-axis at Y-axis. Is that right, children? Meaning, anong angle to, guys? 45 degrees. Okay? Yan, 45 degrees. Tama ba? 45 degrees na? Mabuti pa yata, ni-ruler ko na lang para mas sigurado. Yan o, rulerin natin. Okay? May ruler ako dyan. Yeah. So, that is 45 degrees. Accurate. Ay, umalaw. Okay. Okay, guys? Guys. Ayaw nilang sasagot.
Yes po.
Yan. Okay. So, sample circle passing through the origin, center on the line, y equals -x. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's one possible circle. Okay, guys? Parang nawala sa alignment yung ulit niya. Parang hindi na siya 45. Yan. Another possible, we have this. Oh, a bigger one is still passing through the origin. Correct, guys? Another one, a bigger one, but this time here. Guys, get it, children? Guys?
Yes po, sir.
Hindi ko maklik yung ano. Ito, hindi maklik. Okay. This is extended, right? Extended yung line na yan. Ito. Para makita lang natin yung center niya. Ayaw sumula. Ayan. Okay. And then another one, last one, let's have the last. But of course, there are still many. Like this one. These are just some of the members of this royal family of circle. Okay? So they all what? Pass through the origin and centered on the line what? Their centers on the line y equals -x. So every member has center on the line y equals -x. Clear, guys? Let's get the relationship. Okay? Are the centers fixed in all circles, guys? Naka-fix. Do we have a common center for all the circles, children? So what is common to them? They all pass through the origin, okay? Common. But they don't have common center. But what is the form of the center? The form of the center is that H. Kung ito H, anong masasabi niyo sa K, children? Negative what? Guys.
Negative K.
Negative H. Na? Di ba kung 4 to, negative 4 yun. Am I correct? Yan. So, ang H natin, anong relationship natin ng H? Negative of what? Of whatever the K is. Equals, no? Equals negative ng K. Okay now, guys? Oh, yeah. You're correct. You actually. Yan. Okay? Ang H, negative K. Or ang K, negative ng H. Kaya kung may 4 tayo, ano yung ating K coordinate? Negative 4. Kung negative 4, positive 4. Kung negative 5, positive 5. Okay, guys? So that's the relationship between the center. So itong center na to, the bawat circle, ang format is H negative K. Okay? So anong standard form ng circle again, children? Anong standard form? X minus H, quantity squared, plus Y minus K, quantity squared equals R squared. But this contains 3 arbitrary constants. To be specific, dahil we have specific conditions, may relationship ang what? Ang H at K. O, paano natin isusulat yan? How do we write that? X minus H. What is our K, guys? Guys, ano yung K? Negative. O, magiging negative K. Ano raw yung negative K? Positive H. Am I correct, guys? Na?
Yes po, sir.
Yan. Ang radius ba may relationship sa kanila, guys? May relationship ba ang radius sa H or sa K? Di ba ito yung radius? Mula rito hanggang center. For instance, itong circle na big. Mula rito hanggang doon. Kung titingnan nyo, yan, may relationship ang radius at saka ang ano, ang H tsaka K, no? Am I correct, guys?
Yes po.
Hanggang dito yan eh. Nagpo-form sila ng right triangle. Actually, dahil dadaan siya sa origin at the origin, lahat naman dadaan sa origin, di ba? So, makikita natin relationship ng H at R. So, we have 0 minus H, quantity squared, plus 0 plus H, quantity squared, is equal to R squared. O, ano daw ang ito? H squared plus H squared. O, how is H related to R? Ang R squared daw, 2 beses ng square ng H. O kaya 2 beses ng square ng K. Okay, guys? Therefore, finally, we get what? Finally, general solution is what? Is, ilan ang arbitrary constant ngayon, guys? X minus H, quantity squared, plus Y minus negative, plus H na, no? Quantity squared, equals, ano daw ang R squared? 2H squared. Am I right, guys? Yan. O, ilan ang arbitrary? One na lang, no? So, let's simplify this bago tayo mag-differentiate. Okay? X squared minus 2H X plus H squared plus Y squared plus 2H Y plus H squared equals R squared. But what is R squared? 2H squared, right? So this is removed, no? Or this is eliminated. Right? we get what? Simply x squared minus 2hx plus 2hy. Okay? Plus y squared, right? Let me put the y squared beside the x, no? So plus y squared, that is equal to 0. Okay? Let's now work on this, differentiate. So for DE, we differentiate how many times? Once only. But better to what? To solve this for what? For h, no? Mas madali pag sinolve natin ang h. Solve muna natin yung h, no? Before we differentiate. Okay, guys? So, x squared plus y squared is equal to, factor out 2h. We get here x minus y. When these are, what? Moved on the right side. Positive 2hx, negative 2hy. Factoring out 2h, we get 2h, then x minus y. So dividing by 2h, solving by 2h I mean, so meaning we divide by x minus y, we get x squared plus what? Y squared all over x minus y is equal to 2h, so that we can easily eliminate the h. We call this by isolation of constant method. Okay? So for the DE, we now differentiate, guys. So we have the denominator, derivative of the numerator. So 2x plus 2y, y prime, plus, minus the numerator, derivative of the denominator. What is the derivative of the denominator? 1 minus y prime. Sorry. All over what, guys? All over x minus y quantity squared, no? It is equal to 2h is constant because h is constant, equal to 0. Okay, children?
Yes po, sir.
We multiply each side by x minus y quantity squared. And then at the same time, let's distribute. We have 2x squared minus 2xy, and then plus this one, 2xy minus 2y squared y prime outside this. Pinactor out ko na yung y prime, ha? And then sa kabila naman, negative x squared plus y squared, and then plus negative, negative, positive, x squared plus y squared, and then y prime. Okay, guys? Okay, I need the space. No more denominator, right, children? Na? Let's move a little. So, because we need much space. Yeah. So, this is equal to 0. Okay? Let's combine those with y prime. Ito yung may mga y prime. 2xy minus 2y squared. Tsaka ito. Ito may y prime to, right? Yan. So, we have positive x squared plus y squared multiplied by y prime. Yung mga walang y prime, ito. We have plus 2x squared plus minus 2xy minus x squared minus y squared. Okay? Equal to 0. Simplify, x squared plus 2xy minus y squared. We combine these two. Y prime plus, what about this? No need, I think, no need for parentheses, no? X squared minus 2xy, then minus y squared. Am I right, children? No need for parentheses, no? No need for this. Okay? Oh, that's it. That's the answer. That's the DE. Or you can have it in terms of differential. dito tayo mag-start, ha? X squared times natin yan ng dx. Kasi dy, y prime is dy over dx. 2xy minus y squared, then dx, na? Ito magkaka-dy. Am I right, children? Or you already exhausted? O yan. Kaya alam niyo man ang DE. Reunion to ng halos lahat, no? Algebra, trigonometry, analytic geom, differential calculus, and then later integral calculus. Oh, any question with this, guys? Guys, no question? Okay. If you don't have questions, we can proceed. Oh, what number now? 4, 5. Oh, number 5. Oh, family of circles. Yeah. Centered on the line or tangent na lang. Tangent to the x-axis. Family of circles tangent to the x-axis. Okay, guys? Guys? Children?
Yes po, sir.
So we now have, let's have the Cartesian plane. I think I need to copy this because we have already Cartesian plane here. Yan, tsaka ito. Ay, yan. Parang kailangan ko i-diretso ito para maganda. Itong x-axis para lang maganda siya. Tingnan. And then yung y-axis I need to extend. But I have to make it. Ay? Wala. Yan. Kinopya natin yan, ano? Copy. Ay, na-copy ang circle. Okay lang. Then, later na lang yan. So, we need the line also, no? I think I need to copy this line also. Yan. This will, no. Tangent to the x-axis. Let's now have some examples. Can you give me one tangent to the x-axis, guys? Guys? Tangent to the x-axis like this. Am I correct? I will make it smaller. Okay. That's one example. Children. Okay. Another one. So somewhere here. And make it different size. But it's still tangent to the x-axis. Can be here. And I can make it larger than the third one. This one here. I can have it below. Still tangent to the y-axis, to the x-axis, right, guys? Guys?
Yes po.
Okay, I can have it here. Okay, that's it. And then, one here. Ayan, para ng Olympic. Okay, that's it. So these are just some of those that are members. Now, what do you notice, guys? What can you say about the center of each children? How do you relate it with the others? So what do we mean by tangent to the x-axis? What can you say about that center? Remember, this is what? Height, no? And it so happens that this height, which is the h, is also what? The radius, right? Guys, am I correct? If this is hk, how can you say about the h, guys? Or the k? Is it the k? Guys? Or what can you say about the k, children?
Equal
It is
po
equal
sa,
to? Guys,
sa radius, sir.
radius.
R po, equal.
But what if the circle is here? This is also hk. Or what can you say about the radius? Guys, ang k ay, or ang r is equal to what? Negative of k. Because k here is negative, right? The value. But radius is always positive. Am I right, children? Or you can say that k is equal to what? Plus or minus r. Or r is what?
R equals
Plus or minus k. Am I correct? Depending on whether the circle is above or below. Or you can have it, if you want, you can have it absolute value. Pwede rin naka-absolute value. Yan. So, this means you can write that R is the absolute value of K. Yan. So, anong standard form again ng circle? X minus H, quantity squared plus Y minus K, quantity squared equals R squared. But this has three arbitrary. Since we are given conditions, so or properties, we can reduce the number of arbitrary constants to come up with what we call general solution. Okay, guys? Oh, we have what? X minus H. But what is the relationship between the K and the R? The R is equal to what? The absolute value ng K. Pag in-square ko to, equal yan sa K squared. Am I correct, children? Guys? Yan.
yes po.
So how many arbitrary constants do we have?
Dalawa.
2. So we are going to differentiate this how many times? 2 times. So for DE, differentiate 2 times. Okay, guys? So differentiate for the first time to x minus h plus 2 y minus k, derivative of, di ba, drop the exponent, copy the base, subtract 1 from the exponent, get the derivative of the base, y prime, because we are differentiating relative to y, equals 0. Am I correct, children? Yan. So divide by 2 to simplify this. So this is x minus h plus y minus k, y prime is equal to 0. Okay? Guys? Guys,
Hello po.
so we call this equation number 2. Our equation 1 is the general solution. Okay? From equation number 2, we continue differentiating. 1 minus derivative 1, 0. This is product. The first, derivative of the second, plus the second, derivative of the first. But the derivative of y minus k is also y prime. So y prime quantity squared equals 0. So this is our third, no, equation, which is the last differentiation, right? So, but there is still arbitrary constant. So we substitute y minus k to general solution. And also, we substitute x minus h to the general solution. Okay, guys? And then we solve for k here kasi we need also k. Am I correct, children? So, from 3, solve for k, we have y minus k is equal to, kaya you must be very good in algebra. Transpose negative y prime quantity squared plus 1 enclosed. So both are negative. So I factor out negative. And then divide by what? Divide by what? Y double prime, no? Divide by y double prime. Okay? So let's adjust this to be at the middle of the equality sign. Oh, it's hung now. Oh, wait a minute, ha? Sa inyo ba naghang din, guys? Gumagalaw ba? Guys.
Hindi, sir. Naka-freeze lang po yung...
Oo nga eh. Oh, okay, ulit natin. Ayaw niyong gumalaw. Burahin ko na lang. Because when you write fraction, be sure your fraction is at the middle of the fractional bar. Yan. So, what is k, guys? Meron na tayong y minus k. Ano naman yung k? Y. Ito, itatranspose ko yung k sa kanan, and then yung y mamumultiply ng y double prime. Lilipat ko. O, isa-isahin ko ha. K, then y minus. Magiging plus na to na pag lumipat. Itong negative na yan. So, magiging plus y prime, quantity squared plus 1 all over y double prime. Am I correct, children?
Yes po, sir.
So, lipat-lipat. Get the LCD. Anong LCD? Y double prime LCD, no? Plus y prime quantity squared plus 1 all over y double prime. Substitute na natin. Una muna, sa 2, itong y minus k para makasolve tayo ng x minus h. From equation number 2, what is x minus h? So that is plus y minus k. But what is y minus k? Negative. Y prime, quantity squared plus 1. All over y double prime. So ito yung what? Y minus k, no? Okay, guys? And then, what else? Equals times y prime, no? Y prime. Yan. Equals 0. Sinubstitute ko itong y minus k. Here. Okay? Yan. Then, solve for x minus h. Kasi may arbitrary pa rin eh. Paglipat, positive. Y prime times y prime quantity squared plus 1 all over y double prime. Okay, guys? Okay, ready now. From equation number 1. Okay, substitute now this x minus h, y minus k, and the k to this, no? What is x minus h? Ay naka-square. Square natin to. Y prime quantity squared. Y prime squared plus 1 bracket squared all over y double prime square it. Plus y minus k. Ito yun, square din. No more negative pag in-square. Y prime quantity squared plus 1 square it all over kasi naka-square y minus k. Y double prime quantity squared also. Ang right side yung value ng k. Ito yung value ng k. I-square din natin. So y double prime plus y prime squared plus 1. Okay? All over. Naka-square din to, right? We don't have much space. Let me move this. Medyo talagang mahaba lang. That's it. Yan mga gagawin nyo. Kaya marami they don't like DE. I don't understand. No? Kasi forgotten the algebra, the analytic geom, how to convert geometric properties in terms of algebraic forms, at how to minimize arbitrary constants. Multiply by y double prime, guys. Each side. Ano na lang matitira? Y prime, quantity squared, guys. Y prime squared plus 1, quantity squared plus y prime squared plus 1 kulong quantity squared equals this right side. Right, guys? Oh, can you follow so far, children? Pwede natin i-factor out. Actually, yun na yung sagot eh. Sinisimplify lang natin, guys. Oh, ano yung common, guys, sa left side? Children. Ay, sleeping na yata sila.
Yung sir, y prime squared plus 1 po, na naka-quantity square pa rin.
Oo. Common siya. O, pag nilabas ko siya, ano mangyayari? Anong matitira sa first term?
Y prime squared na lang po plus 1.
Dito sa kanan, anong matitira? Ay. Ito. Dito, anong matitira sa second term? Pala.
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Quantity. No? O anong napansin niyo dyan? Ano yung lumabas? Paras lang ng unang term? Ay, unang factor, right? Am I correct? Paras lang siya ng unang factor? Na? Guys?
Yes po, sir.
So, pwede kong i-combine yan. O, ano nang magiging final answer natin? Guys? So, finally, we get what? Children. Ano yung right side, guys? We have y prime quantity squared plus what? Plus 1, quantity cube na, right? Tama ba, children? No? Yan. Oh, that's it. That's the DE. That's the DE. You cannot put that anymore in alternative form na differential form. Kasi hindi siya first order, first degree. Okay? Let's have the last one, number 6. Find the differential equation of family of parabolas. Yan. And family of parabolas with vertical yan, axis of symmetry. So what does it mean? So our parabolas opening where, guys? Guys. our parabola opens where? Guys, opening where
Up.
ang our parabolas? Guys, ha?
Up.
Vertical axis of symmetry. Parabolas with vertical axis of symmetry. How does a parabola look? How does its parabola look like, guys? Family parabolas with vertical axis of symmetry, and I put another condition. Ay, ano ba yan? And vertex, yan, naghang na uli. Yan, wait a minute. Yan ang problema sa internet ng Philippines, no? Yan, and vertex at the, or vertex on the x-axis. Yan. Okay? This is y-axis. X-axis. We now have what? Example of parabola with vertex on the x-axis here. Opening where, guys? Is it possible that it opens upward, guys? Yes, no? Kasi ang opening, nawala. Okay, children? Parang lumaki masyado yung screen. Wait a minute, ha? Save ko muna, baka masira. Do you see the screen, guys?
Yes po, sir.
Yes po.
Okay naman. I don't understand why parang nagbago yung screen. Okay. Anyway, you can have this parabola. Am I right? Yan. Yan. And then, with that opening, no? Very wide. Okay, guys? Yan. Pwede ring going down kasi vertical pa rin ang axis of symmetry nito, right? And narrow like this. Can be here. Yan. Anywhere as long as it is on the x-axis. Kahit pa nasa origin ng vertex. Okay, children? So these are just some. Now, if the vertex is at the origin, there is a constant there, no? That does not change anymore. The h, right? Or the k? Guys, the k, no? K is always 0. Am I right? For every parabola? No? Yan. So, what is the standard form for parabola, guys? Ano yung standard form pag opening upward, downward? X minus h, quantity squared plus what? Equals, guys, plus or minus 4a, kung kayo familiar dyan, y minus k, yan, opening upward, downward yan. Pero itong plus or minus 4a, pwede mo siyang i-let ng isang arbitrary constant na lang. Yan, guys. You can let it by, let's say, c. X minus h. Ang 4a actually, yung absolute value niyan, yung 4a, dito kasi yung a is always positive. Yung absolute value ng yung 4a is actually length ng latus rectum. Familiar kayo sa latus rectum? O let it be c for simplicity. Para hindi complicated yung arbitrary natin. Okay? Where c is any non-zero constant. As long as yan, is any, yan, non-zero arbitrary constant. Arbitrary constant. Yan. Arbitrary siya, pero non-zero. Okay? Ano pa yung arbitrary? Guys, also yung what? Yung H, no? Yan. Pero yung K natin naka-fix. So, anong general solution natin, guys? X minus H, quantity squared plus, equals C, Y, no? Am I right, children? Kasi ang K0. Remember, K0 for every parabola that you're going to have. Is that clear, children? So, we can differentiate this now. No? Let's call it equation 1, the general solution. So, divide natin ng y para madaling matanggal ang c. X minus h quantity squared over y equals c. Okay? Pag ang c negative, yun yung going down. Pag ang c positive, yun yung going up na parabola. Pero ang c natin hindi dapat 0. Kasi pag ang c 0, it's no longer parabola. So, the denominator, for the d na tayo, for d na tayo. Meaning mag-start na tayo ng derivative. Denominator, derivative of the numerator, 2, drop the exponent, copy the base, subtract 1 from the exponent, get the derivative of the base. 1 minus 0, ang derivative niya. Minus the numerator. Nagbabantang matinding pag-ulan, pagbaha, pagbuho ng lupa, Cavite. Naku, ano ba yan? Sa amin na naman yon, problema naman internet. Nagkawawala na naman internet later. Quantity squared derivative of the denominator, y prime. Can you follow, guys?
Yes.
All over y prime, y squared, no? Square ng denominator equals 0. C is arbitrary. Okay? Ilang beses tayo magdi-differentiate? 2 times, no? O, simplify muna natin. 2x ay 2y x minus h minus x minus h quantity squared y prime equal to 0 after multiplying by y squared. Pero we can still divide this, na? Pwede pa siya, no? Divide by x minus h, right, children? So 2y minus x minus h multiplied by y prime equals 0. Okay, children? Guys? Isolate na natin uli yung constant, no? So, 2y, para mas madaling matanggal yung h. X minus h, y prime. Am I right, guys? O, divide. Children. By y prime. 2y over y prime. Am I right, guys? O, anong derivative? O, differentiate. The denominator, derivative of the numerator, minus the numerator, derivative ng denominator, all over the square of the denominator, it is equal to 1 minus 0. Correct, children? Children?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, let's move to the next slide. Let's simplify this, guys. Oh, we now get 2y prime quantity squared minus 2y y double prime equals y prime quantity squared, right, guys? O, alam, pwede natin i-combine. O, transpose natin everything on the right side. 2y y double prime minus plus ito y prime quantity squared minus y prime quantity squared negative y prime quantity squared. Okay, children? Yeah. Any question with this? Oh, that's it. That's the DE. That's the DE. Guys, children. Oh, we still have time. This is the last. Quiz next meeting, ha? But I'll be giving you activity. Yung activity yung sinasagutan, dadagdagan ko lang. But this time, I'll going to have it by group. Yung activity yun. Ha? Pero sa quiz, tawag dito, individual, of course. Number 7, ha? Number 7. 7. Yeah. So, we now have family, differential equation of family of ellipses centered on at the origin and major axis of each member horizontal. Natatandaan, children? Ellipse? Guys? Boys? Guys? Still remember? Guys? How does this look like, guys?
Parang ano sir, parang oblong.
Let me draw ellipse. Merong ellipse dito sa ano eh, sa draw, saan ba yan? Insert shape, no? Ito, gawa tayo ng ellipse. Pero no, gawin nating no fill. And then, at gawin nating ang color niya ay, yan, pwede na yan, no? And then, ang thickness, gawin natin, yan, okay. Okay, guys? O, yan. This is an example of an ellipse, no? With major axis horizontal. Am I correct, children? O, I can make it larger, no? O, yan. Still, with center at the origin, horizontal major axis. Am I correct, children? Make it smaller. Yan, something like this. Another one. Okay? Make it bigger. One more. Pero hindi naman necessarily kailangang laging yung shape niya is always outside the others, no? Each other. You can have like this. Yan. Okay, guys? Get it, children? Guys? These are just some of the members, no? What is the standard form nga for the ellipse with major axis horizontal, children? Guys, anyone? Guys? Ayaw nilang sumagot. Major axis, standard form. What is the standard form, children? Guys, x squared over a squared, no? Plus y squared over b squared. Center at the origin, eh. Am I correct, children? We assume that a is greater than b. Here. Guys.
Yes po sir.
Okay? So, how many arbitrary constants?
Dalawa po.
So, ang general solution natin, yan din. No? X squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. where A and B, this is equation number 1, no? Yan. Where A and B, arbitrary constants. Arbitrary constants. So there are two. So we are going to differentiate 2 times. Get it, guys? So for DE, differentiate, guys. Constant naman yung ilalim, right? Guys?
Yes po, sir.
So, ang i-differentiate ko na lang yung numerator, no? Anong derivative ng numerator? 2x times the constant, 1 over a squared. Derivative of y squared, 2y, y prime, over the constant, equals 0. O, divide by 2. Okay, children? Then we get what? X over a squared, no? Plus y prime over b squared equals 0. Okay? Is that clear, children? Guys?
Yes po, sir.
Yung from equation, this is equation 2. From equation 2, I mean, we further differentiate, no? Okay? Anong derivative naman yan? 1 over the same denominator pa rin, no? Plus, product yan. The first derivative of the second plus the second. Anong derivative ng y? Y prime o the quantity squared. All over b squared o equals 0. Is that clear, children?
Yes po, sir.
O, pwede natin kunin ang ratio. Anong value ng pwedeng ratio ng 3 sa 2, no? Kasi tapos na tayo mag-differentiate. Kukunin natin ang ratio ng 3 sa what? Sa 2, no? Yan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung value ng x over a squared at saka yung 1 over a squared, kunin natin. Yung 1 over a squared. 1 over a squared. Di-divide ko siya saan, children? Dito din.
X
Dito sa...
over a squared.
Ayan, sa x over a squared. Patas tatranspose ko sa kanan to, ha? O, tsaka ito. Kaya yung kanan, i-divide ko ng what? Itong kanan na to, to be divided by what, guys?
Y prime over b squared po.
Okay, no? By y prime over b squared. Over b squared. Okay na? O, simplify natin further yan. Copy natin. Ito. Wala tayong space. Lipat tayo sa kaliwa. Next slide. Yan. Ito yan, right? So, simplify na lang natin, ha? Guys. And then, that's it. Anong cancel, guys? We can cancel out
A squared and B squared.
what about b squared and b squared, no? Ano na lang natira? 1 over, no? Over what? Y double prime